much like Golden State with Jonathan Kuminga, Philadelphia does not appear to want to sign him for his reported asking price, which, like I referred to before, is somewhat around $25 million per year. Again, likely bluffing about that and probably would settle for about $20 million per year, and I think that actually would be a pretty fair price for a guy like Quentin Grimes. Only being 25 years old and coming off the best year of his entire career. Yes, it was with a couple different teams, but no matter where he went and no matter what team he played for, and really has played for other than the Detroit Pistons, he's been a pretty damn good player. Filling everything from a 3-and-D role, and that's been the prominent role of his NBA career so far, filling it back with New York, then again with Dallas, and then once again for a little bit of Philadelphia, but after both Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, and not to mention Paul George, got hurt, that thrust him into a much bigger role offensively, and he took full advantage of it too. After that point, he then went on to average about 22 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, shooting an efficient 47% for the field and 37.3% for 3. That's kind of what both him and his agent are trying to take advantage of. He likely won't have that opportunity again for their team or any other team for that fact. So while he probably won't be putting up 22 points per game again for their team, that is the last thing that both they and we remember of him on the court. So both he and his agent are trying to take advantage of that and probably get a payday from it too. The only question being, would he be worth it? In my opinion, not quite worth the $25 million per year price tag, but really not that far below it. I mean, looking at other 3-and-D players around the league, and Quentin Grimes has shown the ability to be a 3-and-D player, be good on defense and offense, and be a really good 3-point shooting option. Again, only being 25 years old with it, so not even at his ceiling quite yet. I think he probably would be worth around $20 million per year. And well, if that's all it would take to get him, and then not to mention through a sign and trade, it doesn't really take that much to get a player via trade. At that point, the team that's trading away the sign and trade player is simply looking to not lose them for nothing. So if we might be able to do something like maybe Maxi Kleber and Gabe Vincent to get him, trade those two with simply some draft compensation, I would definitely do it. Again, with a sign and trade, it's not a regular trade. You're not making a 1-for-1 kind of trade and therefore having to give up a real trade asset to get that player. So I don't think it would take Rui Hachimura, for example, to get him. If at the absolute most it would, then maybe, but probably wouldn't go that route. Though if it would take only a Kleber, Vincent, and maybe a first-round draft pick swap or two, then I definitely would have interest in it. And with Philadelphia not really working with him for a current contract and not agreeing on the current price for Quentin Grimes, I wouldn't be shocked if a different team stepped in and maybe offered it to him and maybe stole him away from them too. Now again, yes, he does happen to be a restricted free agent, but we're not talking about a regular contract offer here via free agency, we're talking about a sign and trade. So if a team would approach them and offer them a sign and trade for Quentin Grimes, giving him the price that Grimes and his agent are looking for, and a price that Philadelphia is not willing to give him, then they might be willing to make that sign and trade. I mean, I definitely find it more likely for a different team to do that and make that offer for Quentin Grimes, not the Lakers here. But for me personally, and purely from a fan perspective, I wouldn't be entirely against it, and I actually would have real interest in it too. Again, I think he fits their current need, that being for a 3-and-D wing or simply a 3-and-D guard and a bigger guard. Quentin Grimes being roughly 6'5", 205 pounds, with a pretty good wingspan to go with it, with actual background for him playing defense and being able to take on fairly difficult matchups. When he is in that 3-and-D role, he is a good defender, is a very good 3-point shooter, 37.5% career 3-point shooter, not to mention for the corner even better, being a 45.2% career corner 3-point shooter, absolutely terrific. So if they could get a 25-year-old 3-and-D-ish guard that definitely has untapped potential, I would be looking into it, whether I'm the Lakers or any other team for that fact too. But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one. And if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.